Hi everyone, welcome to DG Virtual Academy. We are so excited you could join us. Do not attempt any of these exercises without adult supervision. Also, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure the area you are doing gymnastics is on the grass or a panel mat. Remove any objects or people from the area to avoid hurting yourself or anyone else. Let's get started.
Hi everybody, Coach Matt here, and today we're going to be working on our circles for pommel horse and mushroom. So first, let's start out with stretching out our wrists. Put your hands together, let's roll them around. Get them all nice and loose. Wrists are one of the first things to start hurting for boys gymnastics, so it's good to stretch them out before you do any kind of pommel horse workout. Let's put our fingers down, facing forward, and rock back and forth. Hands to the side, let's rock side to side a few times. And then one upside down, other one. One more time on each hand. All right, so for this video, you can be wearing a pair of socks and be in a hardwood or a tile floor like this one, so that way your feet can slide. We're just gonna work on circles where our feet slide the entire time. Now when we're doing our circles, we want to make sure our hips are as far away from the ground as we can, and also extending our feet as far in front of us as possible. So we're going to start with the quarter circle. Make sure you stay on each part of the circle until you get it with hips nice and high. Don't rush through the progressions. So you're going to want to start. You can either go clockwise or counterclockwise. I circle counterclockwise. So you're going to take a step to the side, push down, and finish with your arm up. See how my hips are nice and far from the ground and my arm. You'll be pushing tall through your shoulders, leaning your shoulder over top of that hand. You do not want your hips close to the ground like this. This is called a piked circle. These are not very efficient when doing circles. So after you can do a nice quarter circle, just like this, finishing with your hips up nice and high, arm up, I want you to move on to a half circle. So I'm going to turn which way I'm facing so you can see. A step. You want to finish with your hips nice and high, toes pointed. We do not want this pike. You want your butt up as high as you can. After you can finish your half circle with your butt up nice and high, hips high off the ground, go on to a 3/4 circle. For the 3/4 circle, we want to make sure that we're twisting our hips under, so our belly and our hips are facing the ground and not in front of us. So I'm going to show you one where I don't twist my hips under, so you can see the difference between the two. So first, 3/4 circle without twisting your hips. Go around. See how my hips are still facing forward, my stomach, my hips? You want to make sure you finish your circle with your hips turned under, toes pointed, belly facing the ground. So here's a good 3/4 circle with your hip turned. Nice and extended, hips turned under. See belly facing the ground, not quite a full circle yet. You can also finish a 3/4 with your arm up with your hips turned. Just make sure that shoulder's over top of that hand and fingers. And finally, a full circle where you finish with your nice plank position with your butt down, belly button towards the ceiling. Extend. Right there. Shoulders over your hands again. A couple of conditioning exercises to help with your circle. You can always do plank holds. Like I said, toes pointed. Shoulders over hands, butt down, belly button towards the ceiling. You can also flip over and do a nice front support hold with your hips up high, toes pointed, legs straight. Never want to bury your chest or your chin on your chest when you're doing circles. You want to make sure your chin is up, looking forward at the bottom of your toes. You can also do shoulder touches where you go into that nice plank and do 10 or 20 shoulder touches, leaning side to side, getting good rhythm for your circles. Same with front support. Touching side to side shoulders. Just like that, 10 to 20 times. Like I said, make sure your feet are on the ground, sliding nice and wide, hips high off the ground. And get to work on your circles, guys. Can't wait to see you, everybody, back in the gym. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you for watching this episode of Downriver Gymnastics Virtual Academy. We hope you had a ton of fun and maybe learned something new. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up below and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the fun. Thanks again.